everyone, welcome back to my channel. So in this video I will be sharing with you 5 different dinner recipes. First 3 recipes you can make it in less than 10 minutes, and first and last recipe actually I have never shared on my channel. So let's go ahead and start with the first recipe, and that is the Palak Paneer recipe, which is everyone's favorite. So here I'm using the baby spinach. Again, it will not take too long to cook, so we need to blanch this. So here I do have some water which is boiling. I'm gonna keep that for about 2 minutes. On this other pan I have some oil. Into that first I'm adding onion. In this pan I have some ghee, and I'm just gonna make this paneer crispy. It's totally optional, but I like to have some flavor as well as I like my paneer to be crunchy. So I'm adding some Kitchen King masala. You can add some chili powder also, but the Kitchen King masala has lots of flavor, so I'm just gonna sprinkle that on both sides. Also adding ginger garlic into the onion. Let that saute just for about couple of seconds. Then next I'm adding some green chilies. Now green chilies you can add it according to your taste, but we are not gonna add any red chilies, so you can add it as less or as more as you want. On this other side, now the spinach is ready. You do want to transfer the spinach as soon as it cooks into the ice cold water. It is really important to transfer it because first of all, it's gonna stop cooking. Also, it will retain the bright green color. So spinach will not take more than 2 minutes to cook. And next, I'm gonna in this blender transfer first the onion mixture as well as the spinach. We'll go ahead and blend this, and while blending, if you need some water you can go ahead and add it, and we need the smooth consistency. Into the same pan I'm adding some ghee and the spinach mixture. If the mixture at this point looks like way too thick, you can just go ahead and add some water, but all we need now is salt as well as the kasuri methi, and that's about it, guys. This recipe, it is easy to make. You can make it in 10 minutes. And if you make it this way, I'm sure it will taste just like restaurant style. So here now I'm gonna add the paneer cubes in there. Let that simmer for about a couple of minutes, and you can garnish this with either malai. If not, you can use the heavy cream too. And just for garnishing, I actually took hot oil, add some red chili powder in there, and I also add that on top of this too, just for some different color, but that is totally optional. Now the palak paneer is ready. We'll go ahead and make the tuver bangan sabji. Now tuver I'm using the frozen one because we don't get the fresh one here. In this pan do have some oil. Once the oil is hot enough, you want to add mustard seed, hing, chopped garlic as well as the bangan. If you're not big fan of bangan, then you can just add the potato also. Once the bangan is about 75% done, then I'm only gonna add the tuver in here. So tuver I already pressure cooked, and you can make this entire sabji into the pressure cooker also. And here I'm adding usual masala, so haldi powder, red chili powder, dhania jeera powder, salt to taste, and some chopped tomato, and that's about it. Again, this recipe, it is very simple, but all the recipe that I'm sharing in this video, it's winter perfect, so definitely try this, because this tuver in India, I know that we only get it during the winter time. So here, as you can see, oil is separated. That means it's been cooked properly. Now I'm gonna transfer this into this serving plate, and that's it. Our tuver bangan sabji is ready. Next, we'll go ahead and make the Bindi Subji, which is my most favorite sabji. So here in a pan, you have some oil. Into that, adding mustard seed, hing, as well as the chopped bindi. Now, if you have seen my meal planning video, you know that I cut the vegetables, make it ready. So when I'm ready to make the sabji, I'm not spending time cutting the vegetables. So in case if you have missed that video, we'll link it down below in the description box. And here I'm adding salt as well as the haldi powder. We'll go ahead and let this cook until the bindi is about 75% done. Then I'm gonna push it on one side, and we'll add the sliced onion as well as the green garlic. Now green garlic I'm using the frozen one, and that is totally optional. If you are not fan of garlic, you don't need to add it. And again, this green garlic, I know in India it's only available during the winter time, so it's a perfect for this sabji also. I'm gonna let this cook for about a minute or so, and then just add usual masala. Most of the time, I like to cook this sabji in oven because once I put it in there, within 20 minutes, it's ready. But I just want to show you this option too. And here, as you can see, the bindi is separated. It's not sticky at all. But in case if you do have that problem, you can just go ahead and add some lemon juice and the bindi will be separated. So that's it. I add all the usual masala as well as the amchur powder, mix everything very well, and our bindi sabji is done. Next, we'll make Dalbati, which I made actually after so long. So first of all, for dal, I do have urad dal, chana dal, masoor dal, as well as the mung dal, the one with the skin. I'll wash it properly and then we'll pressure cook this. And also adding some haldi powder as well as the tomato. We'll wait until about a couple of whistle, and while that cook, we'll take care of the bati. So for bati, I'm taking 1 cup regular atta, chapati as atta, as well as half a cup suji. Into that, I'm adding couple of tablespoon ghee. Yes, it might be too much ghee, but hey, dal bati is, it's not complete without the ghee. Also adding salt to taste, and you do want to add pinch of baking soda in here. And this dough has to be very, very stiff, very hard dough. And also I'm using the lukewarm water to make this dough. Now when you add the water, you just want to add a little bit first and just knead the dough. And in an Indian store you can find the bhakri atta. If you can find the bhakri atta, you can just use that, but I didn't have that, so that's why I'm combining the regular chapati atta as well as the suji. So now I'm gonna let that rest for about 10 minutes, and here now the dal is ready. So in this pan I do have some ghee. Into that, adding some cumin seed, hing, as well as chopped onion and some garlic. Again, we'll let this cook, and when you cook all this ingredient, you want to wait about a couple of minutes in between, so that way all the flavor is infused. Also adding some ginger and the tomato. We'll cook this until oil is not separated, so it will take about a couple of minutes. And next I'm adding all the regular masala, so dhania jeera powder, red chili powder, and just a little bit of haldi powder because we already add the haldi powder into the dal. Now as you can see, it is very dry at this point, so now I'll go ahead and add the dal in here. We'll go ahead and mix everything properly, and of course at this point, as you can see, it is very thick, so I'm just gonna go ahead and add some water. We'll let this boil, I would say, for next 5 minutes or so. And while that is cooking, we'll go ahead and make the bati. So bati, I make it in oven. It is really easy to make it in an oven. So you just have to put it in there on 350 degree for about 30 minutes. Now after 15 minutes, you do want to flip them on the other side. But I have not made it any other way, but just make it in the oven, and that works all the time. So definitely if you do have an oven, I would highly recommend that just make it in there because it is so easy, and every time I make it, it comes out so crispy and perfect. It's never like it's not cooked properly, because it will cook from all sides, and like I say, after 15 minutes or so, you do want to flip them on the other side. And bati, I like to make it like a small, like not too big, not too small, basically. And that way, if all of them in the same size, it will cook evenly too. So here is the bati is ready. I'm gonna transfer this into the oven safe plate, and on this side, the dal is also boiling. We'll just go ahead and put this into the oven, and once the dal is boiled, at the last you just want to add a little bit of garam masala and garnish that with some cilantro, and that's about it. The dal is ready too. This other side, bati has been cooked properly, so now I'm gonna add some ghee on top. Now traditionally they take the bati, dip it into the ghee, but that's just way too much. So I'm adding few drops of ghee on top, and as soon as I put it, you will see that bati will soak all that ghee. That means it will taste really good when we bite into it. So definitely guys, winter is coming. Try this recipe. Especially अगर आपने ये दाल थोड़ी स्पाइसी बनाई है ना, तो खाने का मज़ा ही कुछ और होता है। ये मेरी मोस्ट फेवरेट अगेन ये रेसिपी है। यहाँ पे हमें कोई रेस्टोरेंट में दाल बाटी मिलती नहीं है, और पता नहीं मैं क्यों इतनी बनाती नहीं हूँ, पर मुझे दाल बाटी बहुत ही पसंद है। जब भी मैं इंडिया आती हूँ मैं हमेशा मेक श्योर करती हूँ कि मैं दाल बाटी तो खाऊँ। तो ये रेसिपी आप ज़रूर ट्राई करना। स्पेशली लाइक आई से कि अगर आपको स्पाइसी खाने का शौक है ना, तो दाल थोड़ी स्पाइसी बनाना बहुत ही अच्छी लगेगी। Next, we'll go ahead and make the Mexican chili, which is 1 pot meal, and it's a perfect for winter. So here in a pan, you have some oil. Into that, I'm adding some chopped onion. As you can see, I cut the onion very finely, so that's what you want, so it can cook quickly. Also adding some chopped carrot, and if you like the taste of celery, you can also add that too. I'm gonna let that saute for about a couple of minutes, and these are the beans I will be adding. So I have some garbanzo beans, that is the chickpea, kidney beans, cannellini beans, black beans, pinto beans. It's totally optional. Whatever the beans you like it, you can add it in here. Also, we need chipotle pepper, fajita seasoning. Instead of that, you can use the taco seasoning. And we need some salsa. You can use any brand, any flavor of salsa that you like. Here I'm using the hot one. You can use the mild one also. And here I just add some chopped garlic as well as the tomato. I'm gonna let this cook. It will take, I would say, another couple of minutes. And as you can see, now oil is separated and the tomato is cooked. So now we'll go ahead and add the fajita seasoning. Like I say, instead of fajita seasoning, you can add the taco seasoning. But the fajita seasoning has that smoky flavor which we wanted for the chili. So that's why I'm adding that. Just mix everything very well. At this point, as you can see, everything is cooked properly. And now I'm gonna add all the beans here. And of course, at this point, as you can see, it's very thick. We need some liquid in here. So I'm gonna add some water. Now this entire chili, if you have the slow cooker, you can also make it in there too, because chili especially, the more you cook, it tastes really good. So sometimes I also cook this in the slow cooker, but I just want to show you here too. And now I'm gonna add this salsa. I'm adding the entire jar of salsa in here. And it cannot be easier than this, right? Because all we need to do is combine all the ingredients, let that simmer, and that's about it. Especially in the winter months, guys, if you never had a chili before, highly recommend that try this recipe. It is such a comforting food. Believe me, guys, you just have to try this recipe once, and I'm sure you guys will thank me later. स्पेशली विंटर मंथ्स में मैं एटलीस्ट 2-3 बार तो ये चिली बनाती हूँ, बना के रख देती हूँ। एंड लाइक आई से कि जितनी आप उसको सिमर करोगे ना, उतना उसका टेस्ट अच्छा आता जाएगा। सो डेफिनेटली ट्राई इट। और उसको गार्निश करने के लिए आई जस्ट ऐड सम चॉप ऑनियन, jalapenos, sour cream. If you want, you can add some cheese on top and some chips, like tortilla chips on the side, and that's about it. So definitely try करना ये रेसिपी। लाइक आई से कि आई एम श्योर आप लोगों को पसंद आएगी। हमारे पैलेट, जो इंडियन पैलेट्स है ना, हमें जो स्पाइसीज चाहिए उसके हिसाब से ये चिली बहुत ही परफेक्ट है। So that's it, guys. I hope you guys have enjoyed today's video. If you have liked any of this recipe, please do not forget to hit the like button. If you haven't subscribed my channel so far, please do so. Thank you so much for watching. Take care, guys, and I will see you soon in my next video. Bye.